Yo, what's good? It's your boy Holiest. You already know what it is. Look, there's been some big news about Blue Protocol, aka Star Resonance. It's the new Blue Protocol that they've been working on. I'm super excited about this. If you guys don't know, I did cover Blue Protocol, the JP version. That was a time, you know, maybe at the end of this video, I'll play some of the best moments from them streams back then. I loved that game. I was ready to cover it fully. A lot of y'all know I was streaming that joint like every day, making a crazy guide for first day guide. I will be trying to do that again, to push towards the end game as fast as possible. Now, if you guys don't know what Blue Protocol is, it is a anime MMO that on release wasn't really the best game. Okay, there was a lot that was wrong with it that could have been better, but overall, it was a decent time playing, especially if you had some friends to play with. Now, this new information that I got, you know, is coming from somebody that we all know and love, the homie Chaotic. Okay, now Chaotic may be a lot of things. You know, he may stink a little bit. Worst of all, you know, he's black. Hey, I'm not gonna do it, but he is though. He dropped a tweet today, all right, which I'm very excited about because Chaotic has never steered me wrong. Right, he's a great friend. You know, I think we both motivate each other in different ways. You know, I love dude to death, right? He is black though, and he dropped a tweet today. And I guess it's safe to say it, Star Resonance will be releasing globally on Steam very soon. So this is already a good look that they're releasing on Steam to begin with. Okay, as you guys know, this game will also be available on mobile for those of y'all who are too broke to afford a PC or a Steam Deck, I guess. First things first, I'd say get your money up, get your bread up. Okay, get your bread up. Thank you very much. Second thing I'd like to say is this is phenomenal. Okay, a Steam release, a mobile release, all of this globally. I was a little bit worried. I'm not sure of the dates. I haven't clicked on this link yet. We're going to be experiencing that together just to see what this website has to offer. We're going to experience that together. But I did hear rumors a couple of months ago that it was going to be coming out, you know, in Japan or China in August, which I'm always worried when a game has a foreign release before a global release. I would prefer it all to come out at once. I do think that it tends to kind of ruin a game in a way when they split up releases like that. People get information early, they get to play shit early, and it kind of kills the hype and excitement for stuff when it does finally come out globally. Now, this is a little different, I would say, in the fact that it is an MMO, so hopefully, you know, they keep everything lined up. And a lot of the gacha aspects of this game are going to be cosmetic, which is a plus. Now, I have a lot of phenomenal ideas surrounding the MMO aspects of this game. If anybody wants to talk to me, I would love to talk to any of the developers because, bro, if there's one thing I know with MMO, and I'll stand on that to this day, I stand on that. Please, bro, please let me help. Talk to me. If y'all got contacts, put me in contact with the people at Blue Protocol. I know MMOs, but let's get into what the website's talking about. I'm so excited. So there's a pre-register button. So y'all go pre-register. I'll put the link in the description. You can also wishlist it on Steam. Let's see if they have a date. It just says 2025. So it is coming this year, 2025. Now we have seen this before. There's a hella games that got 2025 on that joint that we know probably ain't coming in 2025. But since they just updated this, I'm on the desktop version. I'll do it later on the regular version. But you can wishlist it on Epic Games and Steam, and make sure y'all pre-register. I don't know what we're getting for the pre-register, but we're gonna go ahead and pre-register. I'm gonna pre-register now. I'm gonna cut it out, and then we'll get into the next piece of the video. We have been pre-registered for Blue Protocol. You go do yours too. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that they're showing on the website while we're here. Let's hear the music. Hopefully this ain't copyright. Yeah, they put some bass on this. Okay, so they got their Discord server up here. Let's go ahead and join that. Oh, I'm already in it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm already in it. Oh yeah, we're up. Oh yeah, we're up. Okay. So let's see what we got. Oh, what class will I play? Oh, we gotta look at them first. We gotta. All right, let's go back. Oh my God. Ah! Get me out of here. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the classes. So see what class we're gonna be. When we're done looking, make sure you let me know what class you guys want to be in the comments. So, and I guess we could do like a bigger breakdown of what these really mean, video by video, just to see like where they could potentially be used. Oh man, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have a Heavy Guardian, which has 2 different styles. You have Stonewall style and Block style. So Stonewall looks like a summoner. So summons Rock Guardians to shield allies. A versatile defender, reliable in all kinds of high pressure scenarios. So this is gonna be a tank, and the difficulty level, I don't know what the stars mean yet. Let me see if there's any higher ones. Okay, so it goes up to 4. So the difficulty levels go up to 4 for the star. It might go up to 5. Maybe they just have 4 right now that I saw. So this is like lower difficulty to use. It's a tank. Usually, I'm not gonna sit here and act like tanks aren't useful. Tanks are usually probably one of the most important roles next to healers. The sad part is, it's always hard to find a tank because everybody wants to be DPS, right? So if you want to find early teams, I would say probably roll, if you don't have like a set team that you're going to be playing with or set people that you're going to be playing with on launch, it's probably best to run, I'm not gonna lie, tank or healer to start. I do know usually in MMOs like this, you are able to switch your class. So you can level this one up and then maybe down the line, level up a DPS character. But you know, again, it's a lot easier to find teams as tanks and healers. I'm not gonna lie, because everybody wants to be DPS. So let's take a look at the other class. So you got the Block style. Excels at resisting physical damage. Guaranteed block allows them to defend effectively while delivering counterattacks. So this is more of a tank role than this one is. This is kind of like a hybrid, I would say. And this is more of like a self-sustain. More, you know what I mean? This one would probably be better for solo players because you resist the physical damage yourself and you have guaranteed blocks that you can counterattack with. So I would say Block style is probably more for self-sustainment. Stonewall style is more for the team play, tank style. So Heavy Guardian, if you like being a tank, let me know if you're going Heavy Guardian. We got Stormblade. This is actually icy as shit. I'm looking at the gameplay here. This actually looks so cool. I'm a sucker for lightning, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I am a sucker for lightning. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Right now it's winning. Unfortunately, the difficulty does look a little bit high. Okay, we have 4-star difficulty. But it looks really fun. I love swords. Scythes are my favorite. If there's a scythe on here, it's over with, right? So they have style and Moonblade style. So Moonblade style is also a 4-star difficulty. Oh my God, there's scythes. Oh, there's a scythe. Okay. Yeah, it's cooked. I got my class in 2 clicks. All right. I'm going Stormblade, Moonblade. All right. Unfortunately, they had to do it to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, they had to do it to me. This is my class. Now, I am wondering if this is going to be locked gender roles, because I do know, and there was a couple classes in the other one that if you chose, then you had to be a certain gender. So I'm hoping they don't do that in this one, but we will see. But this is, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful lady here, so I'm not gonna mind too much. Holy shit, I love Scythe. This is gonna be so cool. This is my class. So if you're gonna play with me, you can't choose this one. This is mine. All right, then we got Wind Knight. He's 3-star DPS. Aggressive high-speed strikes with exceptional mobility. I'm looking at his gameplay here. It looks pretty cool too. I'm wondering if that tornado is gonna be like kind of a gather skill. This would be nice to have on a class. And he has aerial style, so he'll be in the air more often, and it'll help him evade ground-based attacks. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually dope. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. It's really flashy too, bro. I like this. It's not beating out my scythes, but this is actually still really cool to look at. Wow. This actually already looks a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Just don't tell nobody I'm saying this, but it already looks better than the new Blue Protocol. This movement wise, and like combat wise, the flashiness is really fun. I remember the gameplay style before. If you were like a mage, right? You just kind of like hit and hop. That was the best way to do damage, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is already looking a lot more fun. Marksman obviously is gonna be DPS. Sometimes they put marksmen as healers too, but it doesn't look like this one is going to be a healer. This is just straight DPS. 2-star difficulty. I see some similar animations in there from the old ones. I do like the hawk, the big hawk or eagle that popped out. That was really nice. It says fights alongside a giant wolf that draws. So the wolf is going to be getting attacked while you get to stand back. So this is actually going to be kind of cool for like a solo. Like if you can't find people to play with, then you won't just be taking straight damage as your marksman. I do really like that that aspect of it, because your wolf will be taunting. And then this one has a falcon. I was saying eagle and hawk, but it's a falcon. That's on me, my fault. The falcon strikes upon triggering a critical hit. So I'm wondering, like, if you build your crit high enough, the falcon should just always attack, right? That could be pretty solid damage output depending on how much damage the falcon itself does. It'd be cool. I'm not really big on archer classes, but if you are, it does look like a cool class still. And we got Frost Mage. Delivers sustained damage with strong mobility. Mages are always fun. I feel like just in general, when a game like this first comes out, and if they do this game like they did the last Blue Protocol, if you tag an enemy, then you get credit for it, right? And with the amount of players that will be likely playing on release, depending on if they have instanced open world areas or if it's actually just an MMO where everybody is going to be in one space, which isn't really the best idea on the launch. I think instanced areas with a lot of people, like with a max cap of people in each instance, is probably the best way to do a game on launch. And then later on down the line, you can kind of, make it that way, because everybody's going to be trying to get everything at the beginning, right? I think that usually the longer range classes are better to start out with, because it's a lot easier to get the tags on enemies when you're trying to level up initially. So this could be I might start with a mage or something early on just to get the tags in, and then switch off into my Stormblade class later on once I'm already like leveled up and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro, that kill credit is everything. And like early on, that kill credit is gonna mean so much. So man, this is cool. So there's Frost Lance style and Ray style. Trades defense for a significant boost in damage. I kind of like that. That'll be nice if you have a solid team with like tanks and healers, and like you don't really care if you take damage. That'll be really nice. This actually looks really cool. And I wouldn't mind trading off my scythe for a little while for a class like this. Difficulty is 3. That's not too bad. Then we got the healing class. Top dogs. I love y'all. Let me know if you're a healer, bro. Go ahead and say it. Let me know if you're a healer. Top dogs, bro. Cannot play these games without y'all. Much respect. Okay. Having a healer on the squad is going to like ramp up the ability to do content a lot faster. Right? There's gonna be times where you get stuck, where you're dying a lot, where you can't pass the stage because you're taking too much damage. Guess when it don't matter? When you got healers on the squad, bro. 1 or 2 of these on the squad, over with. Okay, now I know like a lot of DPS, if you got people that know how to dodge, you got people that know how to trade off damage and shit with like solid heals and shit, it don't matter if you got a healer a lot of the time, right? If you have a lot of skilled players, but people aren't going to be skilled at the beginning, right? It takes time to get to that point where you're doing no damage runs. So at the beginning of the game, this is vital. I'm not gonna lie, this is vital when you're learning boss mechanics and you want to beat a boss on the first try, you know, just to make up that time. This is gonna be vital for a team. So shouts out to all the healers, man. They got Thornlash styles where they can deal high damage while healing, and they got healing styles where they're focused mostly on healing and the damage will go down. Buffing and healing and the damage for the healer will go down, which is probably early on. Again, you probably won't be doing that much damage as a healer, so this is probably just gonna be the best way to go to start off, to be honest. But let me know what you guys are gonna choose, Thornlash or healing. And then we got the Shield Knight shit, which doesn't say tank, it says Guardian, which is interesting. It's a self-healing defender. So this is for self-sustain, maybe more solo play character. Has a sword and shield. Self-healing defender. Wow. Yeah, so if you genuinely just like want to Iron Man the game and run it through by yourself, this is probably the better class for you. You'll be able to heal yourself while not taking as much damage, it looks like. Obtains defensive resources through rapid attack. So you get more defense the more damage that you do, which is a very interesting way to run it. And then they have this coming soon, which makes me think like they dropping some more shit. I know in the old Blue Protocol in the shop, they had a space in there where you could like look at guns and shit. And I think they did eventually release a character that had a gun. I think I was done playing by then, but yeah, I think they dropped a character that had a gun. So like, there's definitely gonna be more additions. They added the spear character. Like there's so much that they can do with this because of the amount of weapons they have in there right now is already so slim. There's so many more classes that they'll be able to add defensively, offensively, and for healing wise. So I'm very excited for this. All these classes look great. Again, let me know what class y'all are planning on picking. Then we got the regions, Asterleads, the Lost Andra, the Battle Site. Are they showing? Oh, they're showing it in the background too. So we got some pretty big areas. Pretty nice looking areas too, man. These all look so cool. Okay, this answers my question. So you're gonna get to create your own character regardless of class. Like I said before, in the last one, in the last Blue Protocol, some of the classes had locked gender. So there's gonna actually be a little bit of customization into each class into this one. We're gonna have the raids. I'm hoping that these raids have some more, I'm hoping that these raids have more mechanics than the last ones, because the last raids were just stomp and jump mechanics, and then like you would freeze it with the cannon sometimes. But the actual attacks were just like, don't get hit by the flames, don't get hit by the stomp, and kill the boss. And it was kind of boring eventually, but hopefully they add in, I mean, even if they do start with those ones, with the amount of movement tech that it looks like they've added, I'm hoping that, you know, they add in a little bit more mechanical bosses and raids into these. So I'm actually really excited to play with some of the homies, you know what I mean? We are in this together. Share the fun with your squad and everything is better with friends. Yeah, we already know it's MMO. Oh, I'm excited. That looks like it's it for the site. Let me know what y'all think, bro. Are y'all excited for Blue Protocol coming back? Star Resonance, I want to keep calling it. I mean, it is Blue Protocol still. It says it at the top. So are y'all excited for this? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are, man, because again, I'm dumb excited. I've been excited. Again, bro, y'all, if y'all have been here since the beginning of Blue Protocol, y'all know what I went through, okay? I spent like 60 hours, and that might not even be enough. I spent like 60 hours making a document on how to get from the beginning to the end game, completing all the quests in the most efficient way possible, okay? Just for them to say this shit won't come, just for them to EOS. I was hurt, bro. So I'm super excited to play this game. I'm super excited to experience it with y'all. Again, let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, because I am gonna be locking in on it. This was my most anticipated game, and I genuinely think that this is part of the reason why I lost a lot of my motivation. Is because when this game didn't come out, I had already put so much time into like making this a thing. So, oh, I might. Okay, I'll catch y'all in the next one. It's been real. Why are y'all still here, bro? I'm out.